Today, we're spotlighting a local business that has built his business on trust and integrity. Come on in and meet Ryan Weiler of RW Stoneworks and learn about how he builds trust every day.
We got to kind of develop relationships with people. Each person we did work for, developed a relationship with, and it really kind of latched on to being more of a community type based business where we want to be your guy, or we want to be your company, we want to take care of you, those kind of things. Although that is 7 days a week, 365 days. People talk about freedom, but if you love what you do, it's just good. Do what you love and you don't call it work, or however that fancy quote goes. It's really the response and the feeling of the people that love it and appreciate it and enjoy it. I tell the guys, and for me, that we need to have the attitude that we are going to leave here and relight that flame of hope in these people. And makes me tear up because it really does. A lot of people get just done wrong for no reason at all. People don't call them back. They take money that they've saved for years and they give them the money and they just never come back. So a lot of times when we step in like that, these people have already been done wrong. They're expecting it again. We want to walk in and give them another light of hope, to show them and teach them that not everybody's that, and leave them with that.
If anyone calls with a question, or if they are wondering, oh, do I need to do this or that? And if they're worried about it, he'll come out and explain it to them.
If you don't use us, just call me. Here's some questions I would ask the next guy, or here's some questions that keep on the table for whoever you do choose to do it, because these things are really important in some of the projects. I don't care if you use us or don't use us. I just want to make sure that you're taken care of and you get through to the end properly. We just met a couple weeks ago and they said, Ryan, I don't know if you remember us, but you actually came to our house, and instead of giving us a quote, you actually gave my husband specific directions, was a phone call away, and helped guide him through redoing their entire patio because they didn't want to spend a lot of money. And it was something I seen that he could probably do himself with a little bit of guidance. So I walked him through the processes and, what to look for, and they could call me or text me and they were able to do it themselves, which most people think that's kind of crazy. But, here we are 4 or 5 years later and they still remember that. If I don't have time, I'll help you try to get it done yourself, which goes a long way for people, because some things people can handle and sometimes we don't have time to do it, but I'll be your hardscape lifeline if you need it. And if things go wrong, I can come help you get it fixed up. But keeping that attitude of I'm just not going to just run out and just try to bill you for everything. We are fine with taking those losses. We have people that back us up, that have faith in us, that support us and prop us up to see it through. So that's really what makes it all work, because I could not do it alone.
He does a really good job at encouraging the guys and communicating with the homeowner, throughout the whole entire process. He's a really good leader, and because he respects that people are spending, like you said, they're spending money that they've spent years saving, and they chose RW Stoneworks to do it. And so I think that honor really gets conveyed to the clients too.
We've kind of adopted the whole getting healthy thing and going to the gym every day and prioritizing these things to keep us at peak level, which for most people, they don't even look at that. When I look at a landscaper or a hardscaper, and it's not to be biased, but I'm looking for a guy that looks like a beast, that can pick up the blocks, that can move it. If all of his guys quit tomorrow and leave, he can still finish this job alone. That's what I would see in another company if I was hiring someone. And that's what I want people to see, is no matter what happens here, I can handle it. I can lift the blocks. I can stack blocks all day. I can shovel just like everybody else. And it also conveys over to whoever's working to work just as hard. And the biggest thing for me is that while I'm doing those things, my sons are watching. That is probably the most important part. And it's easy to be a leader to anyone else that is involved, because everything we're doing is to emulate or show the boys and our kids what can be done with just stubborn, hard work, just putting your head down and doing it. It's not fun all the time, but it's good. It's rewarding, and it'll build your character. As I tell them, it's an investment in your character. This is going to pay off someday. So just keep shoveling. There are people that you can trust to do this, and we're going to take care of it the best we can. It's not about the money all the time. It's really about leaving you with a sense of hope that we're going to be the guys that you've got no worries whatsoever. Like, we're going to see it through no matter what. That's huge for me. The work kind of just happens. I mean, it's always going to be good. We're always particular. We're always detailed. All of those things. But the people is the biggest thing. It's just reminding people that we're better together than we are separated. And
he says all the time, if you have questions, you need to call the BBB, because they will follow up with the person that did you wrong. Or if people have questions about, who should I use? If they don't want to take our recommendation, he always says, well, call the Better Business Bureau. They have tons of references that they can give you for different companies.
The accreditation and the Better Business Bureau from the beginning, it just gave a confidence to someone like me that I grew up in the country, not familiar with the business world at all. Don't want to be. And that's crazy, because you're like, well, you're in business. I am, but I'm not either. I'm doing what I love to do, and she figures out the other parts, and we're just winging it as we go. It definitely gave someone like me confidence, because I was being recognized as a business, important people, and it gave me confidence to do more things, to not be scared of all of this stuff that I'm trying to avoid being a business. And then with customers and clients and everything, it always comes into play, because you can say, well, give the Better Business Bureau a call, or they see that we're involved with it. They know that I'm so committed to them getting it done right, which also helps like the younger guys get going, because it gives them accountability to the Better Business Bureau and all of those things. That if you say you're going to do it, you need to dang well do it. Like, if you can't nail it, then you got no business doing this. If you didn't fulfill your obligations, then move along, because there are people that will. And that's what we need, like, more than anything, back. A little bit of faith in people. What I know about Morton is that it embraced the kid from the other side of the tracks, gave him work, and has lifted him up and boosted him up. So for me now, it's more of giving it back. Everyone has their own community, and if someone's not going to stand up and grab the torch from these older people that have dedicated their lives to this, it's not even a question for it. Like, what an honor for these great people to just be wanting someone to just take the torch, keep this going, keep this alive, keep this community alive. And everyone wants to talk about it, but no one wants to show up to do the work. Well, I'm the guy that does the work. I'm not good at all the paper stuff and the sitting and the interviews and all of that, but when it comes time to just flat get it done, we're just going to get it done. And I can call in an army to make sure that it gets done. And that's the community that my kids grow up in. And it's also the community that all of our customers usually live in. And it just is a web of good. And that's the biggest reason, probably for me, for the community. And the way I was raised really drives that. If you've been through enough stuff, you don't want anybody to ever feel that. And you look for every opportunity to try to take that, because you can handle it. You've been through it. You've done it. You know you can handle it. So you're constantly like trying to take that pain away from people, or the burden, or all of those things.
And so the ranch is going to be a place where people can do that. They can serve also. It's called Dead Brook Ranch. It's a public riding facility for the community.
Everything I do now is a direct result of my life with horses. Granted, it's not hardscape, but everything I do, the way I do it, the way I think about it, the way I fix it and resolve things is all directly tied to the education I got from that life. And now, just like with the ranch, you know, the world is not perfect, and the place needed some help. And it worked out where the people we're helping now were able to step in, and we were going to kind of help out. And then once we put one foot in the door, first we were just going to, you know, kind of guide things through or just help with whatever information we have.
Yeah.
You know, I've tried a lot of stuff there over the years that didn't work, and some things worked and some things don't. So definitely, just like it would be a customer, call me if you got any problems. Let me know how we can help. Went out there the one day, took a couple machines out there, stayed the next day.
It kind of started with just like,
started the next day.
Let's just knock
and the
this
third
stuff
day,
down.
I spoke with the owner's dad, and I said, if you can get me a full-size skid here, I can do some damage. It's below zero. I don't have any projects I can work on at the moment, and I can be here until the ground thaws. There was machines and equipment there within an hour and a half. And at that point, I said, keep the diesel coming. And we stuck there for 2 weeks, 2 o'clock in the morning, all day, every day, both boys on machines, all three full-size machines running constantly, tearing stuff down, re-leveling, regrading, rebuilding, all of this, just blanking it out. It's the same thing we do at our projects. So you don't start with one little part. We blank it out, where erase everything so you can see it blank. And once we see it blank, then it's game on, because now you can really start to see what's going to happen. So I knew if we could push it to that, if we could push it to now we can see the hope, the light, it gives everybody hope. It gives, you know, the whole team, the army, the volunteers, everyone that's helping out with it, it pushes them forward, because you just took a huge leap forward and everyone feels that progress. So we wanted to push that, and we definitely did. And then now it's, you know, becoming more that we're going to probably stay very involved in it. And it goes back to the community part. When people ask, well, why would you do that? You don't have time for that. But everything I do for our business is the same thing that place is going to do. So now, instead of trying to help young guys get their hands on tools and stuff, if I don't have time to take them to a job site, I can send them there. So now these young people can go to this place. They can be hands-on with animals, tools, tractors, horses, dirt, get dirty, and just work and just be part of a group of people that are just working for the better good. If you got someone that's willing to be a good leader and try to keep morale up, that makes a difference. That makes someone different. And the world needs those people. Like, this isn't going to be fun, but we're going to make it as fun as possible. And we're all going to suffer together. And when it's done, we're all going to feel completed and a sense of completion and pride in what we just did. And the whole cycle just continues. If we get 3 or 4 kids that end up being successful business owners because they just learned to swing a hammer there for a week, done. Yeah. Sold. Do it. We need it.
Yeah.
Do what you can. And I mean, that alone for most people when you go home is a great feeling. Some people would pay for that feeling. Most don't want to do the work, but but it, you know, that's the biggest thing, is teaching people that it's not like a bought feeling or a made up feeling. Like, you sweated, you worked, and now you get to go home. And when your head hits the pillow, that bed feels better than it ever has. The shower you just took is better than any shower you've ever taken before. Every level of your life gets boosted up because you were able to suffer a little bit. It's like going to the gym or anything like that. You do the suffering, that way the normal stuff seems even better. And that's going to just spiral, I think, for young people. It just sets them on a course of do this and then this will happen. But if you don't, it's just kind of it's going to be a not fulfilling life, because it really is it doesn't sound that great, but it's all in the suffering. Like, choose your suffering.
Don't ask for more. I'm just kidding.
110%.
It's
Yeah.
it's the term choose your suffering.
Yeah.
Like you can choose to suffer in these ways and use your, and suffering is a word that sounds terrible, but use your hard work and your sweat and your tears to build this, and then it will pay you back. Or you can choose the other type of suffering that is doing nothing, complaining, and just living your life on TikTok or Facebook. And then when it does repay you, it's not pretty. It's bad. So you got to choose what you want, because if you dedicate yourself here, it could pay off here. But if you do it that way, it's going to happen one way or another. You just pick which one. And I'm down
Trust
for all of them.
built locally. That's what the Better Business Bureau is all about. Thanks for watching.